of reasons, and I'll say more about that at the end. But the other piece in the context of this work and in this evolution of our organization is that I want to say hello and say that our founder, Mike Schrader, couldn't be with us tonight, but he was the one that came up with this concept over 27 years ago, and so he wishes you guys exciting future opportunities. So thank you, Mike. I love the snapping. It's been a while since I heard the snapping. The other important piece is that we're going to introduce our board president, and she'll introduce somebody as well. It's my pleasure. Marianne Beach has been along on this crazy roller coaster ride with us for the last 15 months and before that, and she's been an amazing leader and team member and supporter as we went through all of these different transitions. So it's my pleasure to introduce to you Marianne Beach, who is our current SACE board president.
As John said, it's been a wild and crazy ride the last 15 months, and it has been an honor to serve in my role as board president. And the good news is you guys have an incredible board that has been extremely supportive and committed in spite of not being able to meet in person. All these people got accustomed to Zoom calls, and we persevered, because this organization is that important. It's that important to each and every one of us, and it's that important to the community of San Antonio. And so the community demonstrated their support through continued financial commitment and continued emotional commitment. And for that, I applaud the staff and the faculty of this organization and its leadership, because they have built a reputation in this community that, again, the community cares about, and they recognize the impact that this organization makes to our youth. And so, as this is my last official commitment as in the role of board president, you'll continue on with strong leadership, but more energy, because I am old. And so I'm excited that the new board president that I will be introducing to you is Jason Moran. He is an alumni, so he knows where every one of you has been. He knows what it means to be a parent, because he has a student in the program right now. So he empathizes from all those fronts. He's also a very strong business leader in our community with his own architectural firm. So with that, I'd like to pass the microphone over to Jason Moran, your new board president.
Thank you, Marianne. Welcome, class of 2021. I want to let you know that the board of directors and myself are very proud of you this evening. As one of the first students of SACE, I know firsthand how important and close to your heart SACE is. It will have an amazing impact on your future and your life. It certainly has had that on mine to this day. I also know how tied you become to SACE and how hard it is to say goodbye. 20-some years later, I still have not been able to say goodbye. I am excited that today I now get to serve SACE as a member of the board and as a proud parent of a SACE Whammer. So I do not see this evening as a goodbye, rather as a beginning of the rest of your journey with SACE. Thank you, guys. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you, Jason and Marianne, much appreciated. I'm going to follow the timeline and let you know, if I'm not mistaken, that we're going to oh, my bad. We have some amazing teaching artists that you may or may not know as well, so I want to make sure. The other piece of this is that during this time, you know, some of our committed partners and your mentors have transitioned out, but they're here tonight just as a reminder of what an important community is. So I just want to make sure that we acknowledge all of our staff, Gisha, Amalia, Stevan, Emmanuel, Michael, Ashley, and I'm sorry. I didn't have my notes. Tell me your name. My apologies. Y'all. I haven't even been drinking. Alex, Jules, and the admin staff. Let's see if I remember them. Apologies. Stephen, Nicole, Missy, Anae. I think Lindsay is in the back of the house. Anybody I'm missing, Nicole? Ned, oh my God. We should never, ever forget Ned. Other than me, he's the longest person that's ever worked for SACE. My apologies. I didn't do a good job of writing my notes. So I should have just said, thank you, all the staff. The other piece of this is that's really important is that we're going to look at, and part of Hello Goodbye is about acknowledging our 8th grade middle schoolers who are transitioning into the high school program. Normally we welcome new students, and that's not going to happen because we're not going to recruit until later on. So we want to take a moment to watch the middle school slideshow, the WAMP slideshow.
You say yes, I say no. You say stop, but I say go, go, go. Oh no. You say goodbye, and I say hello. Hello, hello. I don't know why you say goodbye, I say hello. Hello, hello. I don't know why you say goodbye, I say hello. I say hi, you say no, you say why, and I say I don't know. Oh no. You say goodbye, and I say hello. Hello, goodbye, hello, goodbye. Hello, goodbye. You say goodbye, I say hello. Hello, goodbye, hello, goodbye. Hello, goodbye. You say goodbye, I say hello. Why, do you say goodbye, goodbye? Oh no, you say goodbye, and I say hello. Hello, hello. I don't know why you say
I'm so out of sync, and I apologize again. The piece of this transition and evolution is really important, as you heard me at the beginning transitioning from the current position, and Marianne stepping down as president, and one of our alumni moving up as president, Jason Moran. The other piece that's really important, and here's the other thing, is that we were talking about this way before the pandemic, and we paused because of the pandemic, but in many ways, the most important thing is that this organization is not just about one person or an individual, it's about a community and a team. And that's really, really important, and that's what's going to carry us forward. So it's my pleasure, really, to introduce the new co-executive directors of SACE. They're folks that you've known for a very long time. One of them happens to be an alumni and then was our program director. The other one happens to be who was our communications manager, who was sort of an intern communications manager, communications director. And so they are going to now take the role of running the organization and running the programs. And I say they're going to take the role. They've been doing it already throughout the pandemic, even before that. So we've got to make sure that you all understand that they're passionate and excited about this. So it's my pleasure to introduce Nicole Amry and Stephen Garza Guzman, the new co-executive directors of SACI.
Thank you, thank you. You know, it's important for us as incoming co-executive directors that our leadership reflects our youth and it reflects our community. And we want you to know that we are here to serve you. And moving forward, we really do want to work collaboratively with our staff, with our students. And as we're moving into the west side of San Antonio, we are going to move forward and do good things together. It's my honor, actually, to introduce another video. Every year, we reach out to our city's leadership to do a congratulations video for our graduating class. And Mayor Ron Nierenberg, which you got a sneak peek of, was able to do a really strong video, and he's been able to do it ever since he was mayor. And every year I'll send him notes, and he'll like paraphrase. He'll do some, you know, some short notes for us and words. But this year he read every single one of the colleges that our seniors are going to. So you'll see that there's a long list there. It's really amazing, and we're so proud of our 2021 class. After the mayor's video, we're going to go directly into our senior slideshow presentation. So we'll go ahead and go into that.
Hi, I'm Mayor Ron Nierenberg. Congratulations to the graduating seniors of SACI. I know many of you are off to exciting adventures at great universities. No one has to tell a creative class such as yours to chart your own course, because we know you will. But here at the City of San Antonio, I do want to tell you how proud we are. Nearly 50% of all 2021 seniors have been in SACI since middle school. SACI's 21 seniors will be attending great colleges, including the Kansas City Art Institute, Northwest Vista College, Our Lady of the Lake University, Rochester Institute of Technology, San Antonio College, Savannah College of Art and Design, Syracuse University, Texas State University, the University of Texas at Austin, the University of Texas at San Antonio, Trinity University, University of Garnet Word. This year's seniors will be studying subjects like art, business management, theater production, film, animation, user experience design, computer science, biology, 3D animation, marketing, entomology, neuroscience, social work, and nursing. In total, SACI's 2021 graduating class has earned approximately $1.6 million in scholarships and aid so far. That's an impressive accomplishment for this creative class of young artists. We're glad to see you flourish. Keep doing the great work and great things you are doing, and more will come your way. Congratulations.
I'm a new soul. I came to this strange world hoping I could learn a bit about how to give and take. But since I came here, felt the joy and the fear, finding myself making every possible mistake. La 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 la. See, I'm a young soul in this is everything so wrong? This is a happy end. Come and give me your hand. I'll take you far away. I'm a new soul. I came to this strange world hoping I could learn a bit about how to give and take. But since I came here, felt the joy and the fear, finding myself making every possible mistake.
Well, this life keeps moving on. We're gone away for too long. So tell your friends just how you feel. You better say it loud for the world to hear. 'Cause it's getting late. It's time to go. The paper moon is fading slow, but the night, it keeps moving on. Really takes you in, it brings you home. While you're watching over the moments that make up your life. Well, it's getting late, that's the way it is. You can't deny when it feels like this. And it's strange what it's bringing out. You're gonna open up, 'cause you can't stop now. Oh, you can't stop now. Don't know how, you're wide awake, but you're missing out. You get your kicks while you can, and then you go to work to pay the man. While you're watching over the moments that make up your life. Alright, it's getting late. It's getting late. Well, it's getting late. Oh yeah, it's getting late. There are places I remember all my life. Though some have changed, some forever, not for better. Some have gone, and some remain. All these places have their moments. With lovers and friends, I still can recall. Some are dead and some are living. In my life, I've loved them all. But of all these friends and lovers, there is no one compares with you. And these memories lose their meaning when I think of love as something new. Though I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before. I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more. I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before. I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more. In my life, I love you more. Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. Something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life.
So we talked all night about the rest of our lives, where we're gonna be when we turn 25. I keep thinking times will never change. Keep on thinking tomorrow like we think about now? Can we survive it out there? Can we make it somehow? I guess I thought that this would never end, and suddenly it's like we're women and men. Will the past be a shadow that will follow us round? Will these memories fade when I leave this town? I keep thinking that it's not goodbye. I keep on thinking it's our time to fly. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change from whatever, we will still be friends forever. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change from whatever, we will still be friends forever.
So something I think we never explained, all of the work that goes into this slideshow, it seems like, oh, they just grabbed a few photos. The reality is some of our students have been with us since the 6th grade, and some of us only joined their junior year. And so to try to capture enough still moments at any given time is a difficult thing. And then imagine a server with lots of artists throwing pictures in there. Just the chaos, right? But then let's add a pandemic and everybody working from home and a computer brain that's sitting in storage. So I would like the staff of the program staff of SACE, these teaching artists who went to Stevan's porch to look through a disembodied brain with files everywhere to try to find the best photos of you guys that they could. So sorry if they weren't the most flattering or the most in focus. We did our best. And so if I could have the staff please stand up so we can give you a round of applause. Thank you. I just wanted to give you a little behind the scenes, and also an extra if we had roses to go out to Guillermina Zabala, who puts the slideshow together every year, finds the perfect transitions, chooses the perfect songs, and stitches them together, giving enough love on all 20+ seniors that we always graduate. Hi, I'm Nicole Emery. Thank you so much for coming today and your patience and your love and your dedication through this difficult time. Lots of things have just been strung together, and we're just so glad to see you in person. So in my program director kind of way, can I get everybody to just take a big breath in and out through your nose and look around at your SACE family has been out there in their own homes, essential workers, working from home, in the schools, all of our parents, some of us looking for jobs, just having faith, and our seniors committed to their year. And so I just wanted to give them a moment to recognize what it took to get here, and thank City Based Cinema for having us. They understand, yeah, this is the theater that our media arts program shows their films in. So when we said we need to graduate seniors, they're like, come on over. So we're just so grateful for that. Super surprise, I have Steven Guzman here with a little note in the spirit of honoring and remembering and celebrating despite trials and tribulations. We have a little gift to give to 2 of our graduating seniors. So I'd like Steven to talk about that.
So in 1962, San Antonio gained a visionary artist and committed art champion in Richard Dean Kahn. Like so many artists, Richard's work was a way to express his emotions and process the trials of life. From creating abstract paintings, prints, and studies of his favorite artists to promoting others and running 3 galleries, with many more accomplishments in between. Richard was passionately committed to the arts. He was a longtime supporter of SACE, being one of the original small-scale donors and supporting us every year that he could, since every way that he could. Sorry. In 2019, San Antonio lost our friend Richard Kahn to cancer. But his loving wife, Linda Clark, carries on his dedication to all that the arts can do. That same year, in memory and honor of her husband, she asked for contributions in Richard's name to be made to the San Antonio Art League and Museums, or US, SACI. These funds have been set apart to start an annual scholarship for a SACI graduate going on to major in a creative discipline. So tonight, as we honor the continuity of our middle schoolers going into high school and the continuity of our seniors going into their next steps of life, we also honor Richard Kahn and his contributions to SACI.
As the last two classes have experienced drastically different senior years than their predecessors, we are waiving any application process that may be implemented in the future and have chosen two awardees for their dedication to their craft and commitment to their peers. If we weren't in weird times working from home, I definitely would have printed a big old embarrassing check, but luckily we have artists on staff that could doodle bubbled letters, and so I'm gonna give that in lieu. Thank you for your understanding. For their dedication to their art, consistency in showing up, and frankly, the courage to turn their camera on and ask all of the senior year questions, we award Richie Combs $2,021 towards your college career. For her commitment to supporting her peers, liaison leadership, and unwavering dedication to the best possible good she can do. And even when we wish you were resting, we award Brenna Brown $2,021 towards your college journey. This is a scholarship that we'll be able to keep giving for years to come, and every year we will raise funds to fill the bucket back up. So Richard Kahn, thank you so much. In spirit, I hope you hear us and you feel us. We really appreciate that. Okay, where are we now? I believe we are going to go straight into our awards, and so John, you get to just sit there and chill until certificate time. Yeah. So what we're gonna do is introduce each studio, and we have seniors giving a little special shout out. And so one senior will introduce their instructors, the instructors will speak, and then one senior will speak on behalf of the senior class of that studio. So starting us off, I have Maddie Holvik introducing the Hive instructors. All speakers take note. You have to speak into the microphone so people at home, what's up YouTube, can hear us, okay? Cool.
Hello everyone, and thanks again for coming to celebrate this special night with us. On behalf of the Hive Studio, I'd like to introduce some of the most important people in our lives, the Hive new media instructors. Steven, Emmanuel, and Ned have all worked tirelessly for the past few years to raise us into the brilliant, inventive, and creative people we are today. Not only have they been incredible mentors, encouraging us to pursue our interests and explore them on a deeper level, but they've been friends, always encouraging us to do our best, have fun and enlightening conversations, and be there for us when we're down. We truly could not ask for greater people to lead our studio. At SACI, a mentor is a person with not only a passion for art who has experience as an artist, but also as a person who is passionate about teaching others what they've learned. The Hive mentors, from both past and present, have embodied this principle well. We have had countless projects where we not only learned a great deal about the medium and the topic, but also about ourselves. They gave us the space to express our own artistic voices. What I think is incredible about our Hive mentors is that as new media artists working in a field that is constantly changing, they're always learning alongside us. and they don't pretend they know everything. Over the years, they've encouraged us to delve into mediums and topics not even they know much about. They learn about it as we do, sometimes making us the mentor in certain situations. They use the countless wisdom they've learned in past experiences to guide us as we go into new frontiers. And that's really what makes them special. They have a genuine love to learn, and that courage has truly rubbed off on us. So with great honor and pride, I welcome Steven, Ned, and Emmanuel to the stage.
Thank you, Maddie. It's going to be me first, actually, but howdy. My name's Emmanuel. This is the, I'm also the new media studio assistant. Hello. This is the third batch of seniors that I'm actually seeing off, but this is the first time I'm ever speaking at HelloGoodbye. Suerte. But, you know, despite COVID being prevalent for 2 out of the 3 batches of seniors that I'm seeing off, this time it's been real interesting how, you know, it's the nature of Hive. We do everything on the computer and oftentimes through the internet. These implicit barriers that like circumstances have forced us into were not really barriers at all, I feel, in me still getting to know and engage with my fellow Hivelings. And I think it's safe to say that with all of you in some form or fashion, I'd like to think that I've forged a meaningful connection with y'all, whether it be through having cool heart-to-hearts or just like, hey, check out this Animal Crossing meme. And yeah, it's been really sick getting to know you all. Something that I've been reflecting upon is how, you know, when viewing SAC as a whole, there are different layers at which we organize ourselves into, different tribes, so to speak. So there's SAC as a whole, there's upperclassmen, underclassmen, Hivelings, and the other studios. And, you know, despite these implicit tribes, we still come together and we still get to know each other. And it's, you know, despite these respective like schools, you know, SAC is very multidisciplinary, and it's really cool that these Hivelings I've gotten to know, and other studio seniors and what have yous I've gotten to know. Like it's been been great. But something that goes without saying, regardless of, you know, these groups that we organize ourselves into, y'all are still individuals, and y'all are collectively the kids, but y'all still have your own passions, dreams. Y'all have your own truths that you are to live. And although I, as a teaching artist, am technically a facilitator to watch y'all carve y'all's paths and live your own truths, I feel like a witness to it more than anything. And I don't know, as y'all venture on and transcend this time in your lives, I have no doubt that y'all are going to do great in some form or fashion. But the only thing I request of y'all is that y'all be good to yourselves before you're good to anyone else. And that's all for my speech. Without further ado, let us give a yippee-ki-yay to Ned.
Okay, I should have known better than to watch the slideshow for the first time before seeing you guys. Okay, let's just say we missed some deadlines and we've experienced a time where we were all in the same boat crossing a muddy river together. But let's go to the beginning. Synchronously lived some of this journey together. Some of you showed up for WAM for the first time, and some of you joined us a little later, bringing all your gear with you. We skipped forward to the first opening night, and it was a place of curiosity, meeting unfamiliar faces, and finding some new avenues. And here's a pause when we talk about the commercial viability of a specific line and its aesthetic implications with some zine or animation, and you just nod okay or sure. And next project, you might have brought something, you might have started a new project altogether. Then we come upon a place of reflection. As you looked up for the elusive gems along the path, interesting details and patterns allowed you to be present in that moment. Perhaps it was the collision of imagination or opportunity, or just a really weird idea of somebody in your studio. Those ideas are unique to you. All the while, you remembered to pick up some of those tools and seeds to make your art and add to the inventory of your for your later crafting. Perhaps you missed it, but you went right through high school, and there were a lot of NPCs. Some of which you may not have come across, you may come across in later iterations as you move swiftly with your close friends and some of the art you made here. After a few hills, you entered a mystifying place shrouded full of living photographs of your own experience swaying as leaves in the trees. Each picture you can take as your own personal time capsule travel device. You also weave some photos into the most unique tapestry of which there's only one in the entire world that is yours. The Stacey Storybook also weaves these stories together with a single thread. You now notice the path sometimes speaks to you, and sometimes it completely seems to ignore you. In a long walk, you notice, you often heard that the journey is more important than the destination. I sometimes disagree. I think especially when you're tired or hungry or you just need to make it to the bathroom. And this year has been a little like that. It's a reminder to be kind to yourselves and a world that disproportionately values appearances and others' ideas of what success means for you. Now you have made it across a major detour. Past a flooded road. None of us has been past this way before, but we're on the same boat, and I'm proud to have been past this place with you. After thousands of steps and dozens of places, it's been up to you to have future retellings of our shared experience. Upon arrival, now we share a sense of completion of the senior year and show, and really, your next show is out there, and I'm excited to see what it is. I love you all, and I'm thankful for each and every one of you who have really touched my heart. We can't stay away and camp here. Now it's really time to quietly go explore stuff. Go out there and be epic. And welcome, Steban.
Hi, guys. Hello, hello. I have some notes. This is the only printer I've had in my home, so excuse me, it's a receipt printer. Hi guys, I'm Stevan Živodinovic. I've been at SAC for 7 years now. This is actually the first Hive class that's this big, and it's the first Hive class to be 3/4 former Hive Whammers. In fact, this is the first year that we have any Hive Whammers graduating out of SAC. There were people before you who moved into the program, but we don't talk about them anymore because they didn't graduate. No, we do. It's fine. They're okay. They're fine. They're fine. It's fine. Adam, you've been there for 7 years. 7 years. That's crazy. That's as long as I've been around. It's like you were in the very first class that I've ever taught, and here you are. I'm finally getting rid of you. So, in the immortal words of Luis, go Adam! Adam, Andrea, you guys joined in 6th grade. Andrew, Brenna, Maggie, Maddie, you joined in 7th. And even Jonathan and Richie, who joined in high school, have been here for more than 3 years. So this is kind of like epic. I don't know, this is crazy. It's a lot of time. So stop for a moment and reflect on the crazy journey that each and every one of you individually have had since then. Who were you when you joined SAC, and what were you looking for? Who were you a few years later? Who are you now? How does SAC fit in that journey? if at all? And how would things be different if instead you did track or band or ROTC or VA? So guys, we've been hanging out and making things for like a number of hours a week through most of your adolescence. Outside of sitcoms, it's kind of not normal for a teacher to have students for this long. It's been hard and it's been easy, it's been fun and it's been intense. I am deeply touched by all the trust that you have given me over the years to push you into random unknowns of new media and weird research, to roast your art, to listen to your opinions and feelings on 10,000 things. I've had a strangely privileged insight into who you've been, who you are today, and the evolution between, and I am very proud of the people you have all become. I've missed you a lot these past 16 months, and will continue to miss y'all as you spread out to all these colleges. And yeah, I'm proud of y'all. And I'm introducing Brenna, who will speak on behalf of the Hivelings. Take it away, Brenna.
Hello, everybody. So, we did it. We graduated. Now, if I spent my limited time up here detailing all of the thankfully not SACY related struggles that we had to endure in order to get up here, I would be wasting everybody's time. However, I feel the need to indulge one particular struggle. Everybody here, each and every one of us, has had to endure a 6th grade science class, which makes me confident in inviting all of you to explore a little theorem of mine. I am of the opinion that SACY pops into a person's life whenever they need it most. Now, for me, that was 5 years ago, marking my enrollment at SACY as the only good decision that I made in 7th grade. I was not in the best place then. I did not trust myself as an artist, nor did I trust myself as a person. My only training that I had gotten as an artist up to that point was my school's art class, which I will not comment on. And my school, for better or for worse, had placed a bit of pressure on me to have my career goals figured out as soon as humanly possible. And the fact was that I was nervous. I genuinely considered just switching off of what I wanted to do, which was art. Switching off, going to a safer career path, and making art my hobby. And then I came here and made the objectively correct decision to not do that. Now, I won't sit here and say everybody who came to SACY came from a dark place, but some people did. Maybe you were doing track, maybe you were doing ROTC. 7 stole my bit, we had the same bit. But I look at all of us, and I remember our first days here together and our introductions and our terrible icebreakers, and I realize that our experiences have been largely similar. Now, any words that I could string together to try and tell all of you how important all of my fellow Hivelings are to me would be doing them a disservice. It is an honor to know you and to stand with you, my fellow Buzz boys. And I know that as all of us flee the nest and go out to wherever we're going to do whatever we're doing, I know we will be doing just as much good to our new peers as we were able to do to each other here. I love you guys so much, and I'm so proud of you.
This is so good, y'all. God, I love the whole, so many, thank you for those beautiful words, everybody. But the other piece is that my favorite thing is the slideshow. And literally, I was freaking out even though they were freaking out because we didn't have a server and so as Nicole mentioned, thank you guys for putting that together. Ironically, too, the first time I ever met Steban is that he had a mohawk, and then all of a sudden we loop back, and here it is again. So while things change, some things stay the same. I'm going to ask again Steban, Ned, and Emmanuel to come up. We're going to give our Hive seniors their presentations and their pins. You guys are getting a SACY pin For some of you, it's just a pin. For others, just based on the history of our work, this is a really important thing. You guys have your cord, you have your certificate, but ultimately it's the pin that I think when we talk to our alumni is the most important thing. So don't lose it, and if you do, we probably have more if you come back and talk to us. Yeah, we're out. I have a silver pin, and maybe one day when you guys come back with your doctorate, we will give it to you. So again, we're going to give you a gift, your certificate and your pin, and the first one up on the Hive roster is Brenna Brown. Brenna has been in SAC programs for 4 years, first joining as a WHAM middle school student, a graduate of Young Women's Leadership Academy. She'll be attending the Savannah College of Art and Design this fall to study sequential art. Congratulations, Brenna. Woohoo. A little typo. Richie Combs. Richie graduated from Lee High School as one of our WHAM alumni. They have been part of the SAC family since 2016. Richie will be continuing their education at the Kansas City Art Institute, studying illustration or graphic design. Congratulations, Richie. Andrea Gutierrez. Andre, I'm sorry. My bad. Andre graduated from the International School of the Americas at Lee High School. During their time at SAC, they served as a WHAM mentor and in the Hive studio. She'll be continuing her education in film and animation at the Rochester Institute of Technology with a presidential scholarship. Congratulations, Andrea. Madeline Holbeck. Madeline graduated from magna cum laude from Cass Tech High School. At SAC, she serves as a WHAM mentor to the Hive studio. She'll be attending Trinity University as a computer science and biology major with a presidential scholarship. Congratulations, Madeline. Maggie Kolb. WHAM alumni, Maggie graduated from New Media and will be attending the University of Texas at Austin to study studio art. Maggie graduated from Northeast School of the Arts. She is a Vase State medalist and earned a Scholastic Art and Writing Silver Key Scholastic Award. She'll be continuing her studies at the University of Texas at Austin studying studio art. Congratulations, Maggie. Andrew Mendoza Net. Andrew graduated cum laude from John Jay High School. As a WHAM alumni, Andrew has been in our program since 2015. He will be attending Northwest Vista College this studying nursing. Congratulations, Andrew. Jonathan Rodriguez. Jonathan is graduating from Cass Tech High School. In his time here, he served both as a WHAM mentor and a studio liaison in the Hive studio. Jonathan will be continuing his education at the Savannah College of Art and Design in the fall of 2021, and he'll be studying user experience design with an Adobe scholarship. Congratulations, Jonathan. Our last Hiveling of the night, our senior Adam Villarreal. Adam is a graduate of Harlandale High School. Adam has been part of the SAC family since 2019. He'll be attending San Antonio the College this fall, studying and majoring in entomology. Congratulations, Adam. Okay. This is all different. Thank you all. Congratulations.
All right, Alas, are you ready? Introducing our Alas instructors is Nat Lopez Romero.
Howdy.
It's good to see all of you tonight. I, like everyone else on stage, will be referencing COVID by informing you that, in case you didn't know, it's been a while since we've seen each other. So in Alas, we've had quite a few instructors in my 5-6 years of being there. I didn't really know all of them well. I was only around for a few months in WAM before my first instructors left, and there were some instructors who were here for a short enough time that I only met them like twice. But even still, many of them have had at least a small impact on who I am as an artist and who I am as a human being. When I first arrived here, there was Billy and Joy. I don't remember them very well, but several of my classmates do, so here's what they say. Both of them were kind people, full of energy, and ready to help in any way they could. Many of my classmates who were here longer than I was, even those who moved to different studios in high school, often referred to Joy as like a parent, someone who you could go to with any problem. She was sweet and outgoing and such a creative force. Billy was the type to keep on encouraging you, whether it was to try again or tell him more or to try pushing your piece just a little bit farther. He was always there with new ideas that could bring you to the next level. Jules came in a bit later, around the time that we entered high school. Between Joy and her, there was a pretty large time gap. There were a couple substitutes that were around for a couple of weeks, and of course, Amalia, but we'll get there later. Jules is an object constantly in motion, never sitting still, always contributing new thoughts or ideas or songs, and always willing to listen to ours. She engaged with us constantly, whether it was showing us her newest work or joining in on the random Broadway sing-alongs. She's on the stricter side sometimes, but still kind and determined to push us to our limits and turn us into the best artists we could be. And for that, I am truly grateful. And then, last but certainly not least, there is Amalia. She got here before Jules, but I mean, I've known her for like a whole nother year, so I need to talk about her last, obviously. So back when I was in middle school, they told us that Amalia would be a temporary substitute instructor. And it's been 5 years later, so that was inaccurate. Over the years, Amalia has been a constant and reliable presence in not only my life, but in the lives of every ALA student, new and old and temporary. She's been hardworking, resilient, and kind to each and every one of us. She's always full of new activities, new ideas, and new ways to make our ideas work. If we want it, Amalia will talk us through a way to make it happen. Even during our busiest times, she's always been willing to joke around with us and listen to our personal issues. She cares about all of us as individuals and as artists. She's never shot an idea down for being not enough or too much. She's always encouraged us to grow into the best artists we can and to trust in our own intelligence and creativity. Under Amalia's tutelage, I've grown exponentially, and I couldn't thank her enough to that, and I couldn't be prouder to welcome her to the stage.
I'm actually going first. So I'm Jules. I just want to say to y'all that it's been a rough year for all of us, obviously. I mean, everybody's going to say it, aren't they? But just making it through your senior year of school alone was such a huge accomplishment. And not only did you do that, you also stayed committed to this program, which is not an easy program to stay committed to. So I'm really, really proud of y'all. And I'm also just really honored and changed by having the opportunity to be a part of your journey. Thank you.
I'm Amalia. Okay, so every year, usually in the studio, we do an exercise where everyone has to stare into everyone's eyes, and it makes everybody uncomfortable. And the root of that is it's very hard to allow yourself to be seen. And so every year so far that I've been in HelloGoodbye, I like to really reflect on what makes everybody uniquely individual in ALAS. Every year, it's always a reminder, like that exercise, that humanity is infinitely amazing. So while all of our students are extremely dedicated, I want to say that Kayla Ritchie should get an award for her dedication through this pandemic, because she joined her junior year and only spent 1 semester and a half with us before the doors closed. So her experience in ALAS was mostly online. And I don't know if you know how grateful I am for that you stuck with it. Her graduation from our program reflects a commitment to the arts and her community. Callie Callie is a metronome of responsibility. You can count on Callie like no one else. As a mentor, and even in the high school program, she was a student who always stepped up and asked, "What do you need to be done?" And put that mantle on before we ever had to ask. And I recognize that, and I'm so grateful for that. You always coming, Miss Amalia, what do I need to do today? Nat and Nathan Daniel were my first students that I work with, who I saw through WHAM and then into graduating the program. Nat is infinitely creative and also embraces dissonance and making light or doubling down on making people uncomfortable, and with honesty and humor. And so I say keep pushing boundaries, because we need that. Daniel is a paragon of positivity. Even at times when you were like sad or frustrated, you were always looking for that silver lining. He's always quickly likable, not only because you're multi-talented, but because you're also humble and vulnerable. And so all of you have these unique talents, and as you move forward into the world, I encourage you to embrace your individual gifts, which is always easier said than done. Continue being yourselves, trusting that gut intuition that guides you, confident that being you is enough. And you are all beautiful in your individuality, and I thank you for letting me see you and letting me get to know you. It has been an honor.
I believe you have some words, Daniel.
It's fine. It needs to go a little bit lower for me. Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going? Y'all look very different in person. You know? So I would just like to kind of reflect, like how Amalia did with my past 6 years here. So when I first joined SAC, I joined back in 7th grade, I believe, and it was my cousin who was kind of peer pressuring me to join. He was like, "Yeah, join, it's great." And I was like, "All right, well, that's kind of a lie, hang on." So going back, I actually heard of SAC through this dance program that I was dancing with. They were like, "Oh, we're gonna do this performance at Mortitos Fest for SAC." And I was like, "Okay, cool. What is SAC?" SAC has been a light in my life. Before joining SAC, y'all wouldn't have guessed it, but I was very timid and shy, and SAC kind of opened myself, you know? Like there was like a door, it was the lock, and then SAC kind of was the key to that locked door. And I'm gonna cry, okay. And once they opened that door for me, I don't know, there was something about me that just kind of changed drastically. I became very open-minded, very positive, cheerful, trying to talk to everybody, because I knew that one day, today, I'm not gonna be able to see all of y'all again. Okay. I just wanna say, Nat, you're my day one, and we've been here for so long, and they're finally getting rid of us. And I just want to say, hey, yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna be hiding underneath y'all's stairs. For sure. Yeah, so Nat, thank you for always being there with me, always making me uncomfortable and laughing with me all the time. You're very intellectual, and like just you speaking made me feel not as smart. I would always have to ask you, yo, what does that word mean? Explain that to me. What is that concept, you know? I just thank you for like making me feel smarter, you know? Always feeding me new stuff. I just want to say, Callie, we're besties for resties. Like, even after SAC, she's not gonna get rid of me. She comes to my house all the time and bullies me in my own house. Tries to steal my dogs. Like, that's not cool, man. But I thank you so much. You're just a light in my life too, and I'm really grateful. Kayla, Richie. I do apologize for us not always having to, hang out and stuff. I know me and Kayla Richie actually were in the same high school for 3 weeks. I was there for 3 weeks, and I left. And yeah, Max, the best 3 weeks ever. We were in theater together, and it was great. Even though we didn't really like our theater class, everybody in Alas doesn't really like their theater class. They always just want to be in Alas, respectfully. We always come back to Alas kind of complaining about our theater experience, at high school. Just like, SAC's much better. I'm not going to go into depth about that, though, because we know. But thank you for always making me smile. The times that we did have together, we were always laughing and making more friends with everybody else in theater, even though they're already your friends, but you kind of introduced me to them, and that was great. And you're amazing. Thank you. I just want to end by saying thank you all for all the memories that we shared together, not just my homies from Alas, but everyone at SAC. I do have very, very great memories with y'all, each and every one of you, most definitely. I just want to say, just make your dreams into reality, guys. And I know we're going to be leaving and not seeing each other again, but let's just try to keep in touch, because y'all were like a family. We all know that. We just one big family. Thank y'all.
Oh, no, it's good.
We're good, right?
We're good, yeah. No pressure.
All right, I didn't even have to tell Jules and Amalia to come up to give their certificates and their pins and awards. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, we're proud to announce the Alas graduating class of 2021. You just heard him, but we're going to ask again Nathan Daniel Casares to come up. Nathan is a graduate of Cass Tech High School. As a WAM alumni, he's been part of the SAC family since 2014. He has served both as a WAM mentor and a studio liaison for the Alas Theater program. In the fall, he'll be attending Trinity University to study neuroscience on a full scholarship. Congratulations, Nathan. Kayla Ritchie. Kayla is a 2021 graduate of Brackenridge High School. Though she's been practicing theater since the 8th grade, she's been practicing theater since the 8th grade. She's a member of the high school Alas Youth Theater Company since 2019, and also produced and helped put together great shows. Her senior year, Kayla was accepted into Texas A&M University, the University of the Incarnate Word, as well as Our Lady of the Lake University. Congratulations, Kayla. Callista Olivares. Callie graduated cum laude from the Jubilee Academy. During her high school year, she served as a WAM mentor in the Alas studio. Callie will be studying social work at Our Lady of the Lake University on a presidential scholarship. Congratulations, Kaylee. Nat Lopez Romero. Nat is a graduate of the Young Women's Leadership Academy. Nat has been a part of the SAC Alas studio for the past 6 years, and in the fall she'll be attending Oglethorpe University to study English literature. Congratulations, Nat. Congratulations, the Alas seniors.
All right, VA, let's do this. For visual arts, we have Chris Fuentes introducing their instructors. Make sure to talk into there, because
Okay.
YouTube can't hear you if you don't.
That sounds good. All right. Hi, I'm Chris Fuentes. I've been at SAC for about 2.5 years, and I'm a senior in visual arts. In visual arts, our instructors, Michael, Ashley, and formerly Cassidy,
They strive to help us explore different creative mediums and art through the work of independent and collaborative studio projects. For most of our projects, we require lots of in-depth research to help strengthen any message or meaning our artwork may have. Ashley, Michael, and Cassidy not only help with our growth as artists, but as people too, always offering any kind of feedback during our studio check-ins. My bad. For me personally, they've helped me a lot with growing as an artist by not staying bound with creations that I didn't create and kind of sticking to my own ideas rather than someone else's, and that's definitely helped a lot with creating my own artwork, and I thank them a lot for that. And I know me and all my other peers in VA are very glad to have them in our lives. So without further ado, I'd like to welcome Michael and Ashley to the stand.
Hey y'all, my name is Michael. Hi. And I'm one of the teaching artists in the VA studio. So, can you hear me? So, as I'm sure y'all know, not in the least because everybody keeps mentioning it, this last year could be interpreted as somewhat difficult, problematic, perhaps. There was like this whole pandemic thing. Don't know if you heard about it. It's kind of still going on. So we had the task of making art, and working together via the internet. So that's very difficult to do. But here we are. We're graduating our second, count 'em, 2 graduating senior classes from SACE. So, not bad. We had an extremely talented pool of kids in VA this year. And I really, really, really wish that we had been able to do stuff in person. But they managed through endlessly awkward Zoom calls, through incessant texting and phone calls from both Ashley and I, to pull out some really awesome, incredible work. And I am, from the bottom of my heart, I am genuinely very proud of you guys for pulling this out. And I'm really excited for your guys' careers. And so to you guys, Ashley, Sarah, Chris, Sophia, I want to say that you guys are so cool and so awesome, and I cannot wait to see what you do. And don't forget about us when you're famous. And with that, I'll pass it over to my bestie, Ashley Perez, Director of Visual Arts.
Hello, everybody. Hear me? Hello, everybody. Thank you for turning on your cameras. Appreciate that. My ability to serve these students were tested beyond what I thought I was capable of. This job has always been tough, but to zoom these students through their senior year during a pandemic has no equal. And I'm sure that the VA crew would have made different choices for their senior thesis artwork, perhaps bigger, perhaps more complicated, who knows. But I do believe that they made work that truly reflects who they are, despite all that was stolen from them this year. They were able to hold on to their voice. That authenticity never wavered. Sophia's Loteria cards that show her love for her family and her life. Sarah's animations that so express the anxiety we are all feeling right now. Ashley's surrealistic lens of self-reflection, and Chris's impressive development of original characters. This work is proof of the strength of their voice, born of the practice of self-determination. These skills will help them overcome any wall. They have come away with art skills, yes, but more importantly, they will go into a world where they will raise the bar, creating a kinder and more creative future for everybody. So I truly thank them for that and allowing me to be a part of that journey. I also want to take a little bit of this time to thank my co-teachers, Michael and Cassidy. They are truly the wind beneath my wings. And while the students are, like, without a doubt, they brighten my day every single day. Having a team like this makes me see the future even brighter still. And I guess welcome to the stage Sophia, who's going to speak on behalf of the VA class. Thank you.
Okay. Can y'all hear me? Okay. Yeah. Oh no. Hi, I'm Sophia, as most of y'all may not know. I've been a part of CAC for almost 6 years now. That's a pretty long time, to be honest. I started as a WAM student and became a WAM mentor. And if it's not obvious, I'm graduating the high school program, so I was a part of the high school program. I want to talk to you on behalf of some of the students that were able to experience the VA studio with me. They have told me some of their impactful moments that CAC has made for them. They explained to me that the VA studio allowed them to express their creative minds in different directions than what we were taught in school. CAC allowed us all to speak on behalf of topics that were important to us, or that many were not talked about in society. As a VA student, it allowed me to personally push myself to talk about important topics that I was so afraid to talk about, like a piece I did about my depression, my mental health issues during one of those many topics. It allowed us to explore, express, create, and educate ourselves through art. The VA studio and many others in the different studios became our friends, but also another family that supported us through our artistic journey. I remember as a middle school student, I was very shy and timid, but thankfully, because of Daniel and some of our friends, some of the students here who are thankfully my friends now, helped me become more outspoken, confident, which allowed me to speak, obviously, here today, and kind of opened me up as a person. On behalf of the senior students in the VA studio, I would like to thank Michael, Ashley, and Cassidy, even though Cassidy is not working in the VA studio now. They made this impact in our lives that we'll take to hold on to our journey. We would also like to thank CAC for granting us the opportunity to be a part of such a great nonprofit organization that has helped us express ourselves in ways we couldn't, and we also like to thank everyone for, being there for us.
Okay, y'all, presenting our visual arts seniors, class of 2021, their certificates, pins, and a gift is again Ashley and Michael. And just, again, my bad, I forgot about Alex and Jules and Ned, but I also forgot to mention Cassidy, and while she's not here today, she's been an important part of our community. She's now taken over the position and the role of Nicole, so she's not going anywhere, she just wasn't with us tonight. Our first senior getting their certificate, pin, and gift is Ashley Bard. Ashley graduated from John Marshall High School, is one of our WHAM alumni. She's been a part of the Stacey family for 7 years. This fall, she'll be studying biology at the University of Texas at San Antonio. Congratulations, Ashley. Woohoo! Congratulations, Ashley. Sarah Canestaro. Sarah graduated from Clark High School. Sarah's been part of the Stacey family for the past 2 years. She'll be attending 3D animation program at the University of the Incarnate Word this fall. Congratulations, Sarah. Congratulations, Sarah. Cristino Fuentes. Chris Fuentes graduated from the Visual Arts program. Will be studying art at the University of Texas at San Antonio. Chris graduated from Thomas Jefferson High School with an Adobe Photoshop certification. Chris has been part of the Visual Arts Studio for 2 years, and he'll be studying again at the University of Texas at San Antonio. Congratulations, Chris. Sophia Rodriguez. Sophia graduated from Harlandale High School? Harlan. Where the heck is Harlan?
By Taft on Clayborough, like down.
Dang. Thank you for coming so far, but then you were on Zoom, so it really didn't matter this last year. Graduating from Harlan High School, WHAM alumni. She's been part of the Stacey family from 2016 and has served as a WHAM mentor for the Visual Arts Studio. In the fall, she'll be attending the University of Texas at Austin, where she'll be studying arts education. Ultimately, as an alumni, we'll replace Cassidy, who replaced Nicole, I think I'm done. We still got some more.
Let's go Media Arts. Gio will be introducing the studio's instructors.
Oh boy, it's happening. Whoa, okay. So for starters, for those who do not know me, my name is Giovanna Lopez Tristan. And I'm not very good with words, but bear with me. I'll try to keep it short and sweet. What else can I say when I'm about to introduce the best instructors ever? I may sound a little biased, but what can I do when you basically work with the best individuals ever? If I'm being honest, I joined CAC out of whim because I wanted to see what was the hype about. I only did photography as a hobby, nothing more. So I had to see what's going on. I checked them out, showed them my work, which in all honesty, I didn't think that much highly of my work. Nor did I know the person who's gonna interview me, so that's something to look forward to. I got in, I feel right at home. And I would like to point out that I find life to be a fickle thing, since you never know who you're gonna cross paths with. I joined CAC in my sophomore year in high school, and I walked into the media arts, and I always walk into the media arts studio, and I'm greeted with a very high pitch, hey, attached with an Argentinian accent. Then the same person is known as a media arts director, filmmaker, and photographer. Then following a "What up, Gio?" from right across the wooden table and a faint sound of clicking on the keyboard. The same person was very passionate about filmmaking, and it has his own production company. These amazing individuals are Guillermina Zavala and Alex Ramirez. And because of them, I'm standing here in front of you. As a proud Mass Studio CAC graduate, they're truly the best instructors that I have, and future CACers will have as well. They will make it their task to help you grow out of your shell and be more open at your artistic self.
and go above and beyond to be there for you, no matter the situation may be. Remember, they wish for your success as much as you do. And don't be afraid to ask for a helping hand. And I'd like to introduce Guillermina, aka Keisha Zavala, to the stage, and Alex Ramirez.
Hello, everybody. Oh man, this is genuinely quite stressful. All right, so first off, I just want to acknowledge and thank, and if we can give some snaps to all the family and friends that came to support our graduating class. You know, not only do the seniors appreciate it, but the teaching artists appreciate your support, the admin, our wonderful co-executive directors, Nicole, Stephen, and our former artistic director. Is it Jim? Joseph? I know it's a just sound. You know, I don't have it written on my notes or anything. I wouldn't want to forget in a room full of people. All right, everyone. Thank you, John. Thank you. So, I wanted to do something a little different. Congratulations, you know, are in order, but I first wanted to acknowledge the parents and kind of let you know what happens here at SACE, the kind of transformation that occurs. Whenever one becomes associated with SACE, whether that be as a student or as an instructor, you're telling two stories simultaneously. There's the story of your artwork and the new techniques you learn, the artists you collaborate with, the projects you find yourself spending hours just to get those minute details right. Then there's the story of you and the way this organization seeps into your bones and teaches you how to be a better person. We talk a lot about social justice and care for your community here at SACE. It's my opinion that our seniors exemplify the best of those facets. Not just the artistry, but the things that make life just and good. The compassion, hope, being a voice for the voiceless. I think I speak for all the SACE staff when I say, I can think of no greater reason to be just as proud as the parents in this room tonight for our graduating class. They are the cream of the crop. They are the change makers, the right stuff. I'm going to try not to get emotional here, but if I can speak specifically to my Moss seniors for a moment. Gio, you came to SACE maybe 2 weeks before I did, and in all that time, I've always stood in awe of your tireless dedication and your ability to make a dull day so much better with your natural charm. Having you as a student was truly a delight. Kristen, I've had the pleasure of working with you on several media projects, and it's never lost on me just how much of a visionary you are at this age. Your future is bright because you happen to be the one carrying the torch. Sage, I will miss your awfully entertaining and thoughtful orations on horror films and everything pop culture. I once told you that you couldn't help but be anyone but yourself anywhere you go. That's a gift that even some adults don't have. Go out and inspire others to be what they were born to be. And Caitlin, you make your work look effortless, and your willingness to dive headfirst into topics other artists are afraid to make you something truly to behold. And to all the graduating seniors of 2021, as you leave SACE to start the next chapter in your lives, know that wherever you go, you will always have a second home on the west side of San Antonio as soon as we finish moving in. And one last thing, seniors, when you embark on that next chapter in your lives, you know, go out there, exist and resist, make a splash, seize the day. And if I can borrow the words from the late, great John Lewis, do not be afraid to go out there and get in good trouble. Thank you.
Wow, we're almost finished. Almost done. All right. Wonderful speeches so far. But we're almost to the end. If you're wondering how much more, I think there's only a few more speeches. Can you hear me? Yeah? Yes. No? More? Yes. I'm petite. All right. There we are. Yes. Yes. Wow. Yeah. It's been, I don't know what else to say because a lot of stuff has been said. But I do have a speech, so I'm going to take 2 minutes to say it. First of all, yeah. Welcome everyone to be here. Thank you so much for being here. Hello seniors, hello media arts seniors. Since we're celebrating your accomplishments in this wonderful movie theater, by the way, thank you so much for City Bay Cinema to allowing us to be here. This is when, like John said, we've been celebrating for several years now the Media Arts Showcase, so brings a lot of great memories. And also since I'm gonna be speaking to my outstanding media arts seniors, I think it'll be appropriate to do sort of making a film metaphor in my speech. So bear with me. Imagine your life is a film. Maybe it's a comedy, drama, action. I think mine's kind of an experimental, but we'll go with that. Your elementary and middle school years were sort of the developmental stage of your story. Here's when you wrote the first draft of your scripts and developed your main character, which is you. And also the moment when you define your identity. Your supporting characters are the people who grew up with you. Your family, neighbors, teachers, mentors, friends, maybe even some strangers. Your locations are the main places that have illustrated the book of memories. Your high school years, which you just finished, are the pre-production stage of your film. Here's when you acquired all the skills and knowledge needed to embark into the production. Plus, getting your crew together, which is by sharing interest and collaborating in projects with your fabulous SACers. At SAC, at the time that you spent at SAC, allowed you to build your vision, your artistic style, find your voice as the director of your own film. And each of you have and will continue to develop your own and unique style. Sage, you started the program after theater and you brought so much wisdom and knowledge from a different discipline. I really admire your persistence and your vision. Thank you so much. Gio, it's really the energy you bring in the studios, I'm gonna really miss that. And I really appreciate your deep connection to your culture and your family. We could see that in your artwork, and I'm really proud of that. Caitlin, as Alex mentioned, your commitment to social justice issues and exploring what's going on around you and your community, it's really inspiring. Kristen, your courage and stamina is really remarkable. Since day one, you really worked so hard in all your projects, and you put your vision and your passion in it. And that it's not something that we see every day, so I'm really, really proud of you, of your work. Now that you finish high school and you're moving to this new stage, I feel it's sort of the time to jump into the production of your film, which is your life. Where are you going? College, career, where it's taking you. But it's important to remember that I will always be here as your mentor and as your friend. And I'm so extremely proud of you. And I wanted to congratulate everyone and to really wish you the best on this new journey. Thank you.
Kristen. Y'all can hang out over there.
Good evening. I am very honored tonight to address my peers and mentors as we send off our seniors and introduce new freshmen into the program. SACE has been a pivotal aspect in my journey as a filmmaker, writer, and artist, as well as my peers, providing me with the resources to express our artistic voice. I'd like to thank Yermina Zavala for seeing potential in all of us and for sharing her professional expertise and amazing artistry and dedicating her time to the enrichment of her students' education. I'd also like to thank Alex Ramirez for using his passion for film to inspire us to express ourselves. Thank you to SACE for the countless opportunities you've provided to us students and to the San Antonio community. The work done here is immensely valuable to us, and I know I will take the skills SACE has graciously provided with me into my future. Everybody I've interacted with at SACE really cares about us on a personal level, taking the extra step to ensure we are doing well academically and mentally, making sure to get each student the help that they need to be successful. I am truly grateful for every lesson I've learned here, and for the mentors and staff who have made it all possible. Thank you.
Okay, Alex Gisha. Couple of things before we announce our Media Arts seniors. One is I don't think we're ever going to be this close to being done in the history of SACE's Hello Goodbye. So thank you to you guys and everybody else who's put this together. We've got a couple of other things, but again, probably one of the tightest Hello Goodbyes we've ever had. The other thing that I just noticed as we were looking at this, and I can't remember, and I'm going to have to think through this, but all of our seniors are here tonight. That's usually not even the case. So it's super exciting because always something happens or whatever. But I think part of that is that you guys miss seeing each other, and it was really important for you to be here. So that's really, really cool that all of our seniors are here tonight. So again, Gisha and Alex are going to present you with your certificates, your pins, and your gift. The first Media Arts senior who will be receiving that is Caitlin Andrews. Caitlin graduated summa cum laude from Lee High School. She has been a part of the SACE program for 4 years. She's a recipient of the Bold Promise and will be attending and studying business marketing at the University of Texas at San Antonio this fall. Congratulations, Caitlin. Sage, are we given, so one of the, are there gifts, the normal gifts?
Yes.
Okay, external hard drives, always important, right? Regardless of what medium you are in, especially during this time. So congratulations on that. I am going to now call Sage Hernandez. Sage graduated cum laude from the Young Women's Leadership Academy and has been in SACE for 2 years. She'll be continuing her passion for theater and film production at Texas State University. Congratulations, Sage. Woo-hoo. Giovanna Lopez Tristan. Gio graduated, well, wait. We're so early, so we're good. Take your time, Gia. Gio graduated from Brooks Academy. Gio has been part of the program since 2019. In the fall, Gio will be studying business management at the University of Texas at San Antonio. Congratulations, Gio. Our last Media Arts senior and our last individual for the graduating class of 2021 is Kristen Quintanilla. Kristen is a graduate of the Northeast School of the Arts. As a WHAM alumni, she's been part of SACE for 5 years. Furthering her love for film, she'll be studying television, radio, and film at Syracuse University this fall. Congratulations, Chris. Okay. I think we've got a couple more things before it's all said and done. The last thing that I'll say before I come back and close tonight's Hello Goodbye is 4 people today have told me, John, you're wearing a tie. And I've never seen you wear a tie. And so luckily I work in a job that doesn't make me have to wear a tie. And during the pandemic, my job was just to wear t-shirts and shorts the whole time. So as I was leaving the house, my wife said, you look pretty good, but it's kind of different. And so, and then Marianne mentioned this as well. This is a big, important day for you all, and I feel like I needed to put on some jeans, some shoes that are not tennies, and wear a shirt with a collar and a tie. So thank you guys for making me get dressed up tonight.
Okay, we have one last presentation, but before I do that, I just wanted to give you a heads up because housekeeping is always my job. When we play the song that every class gets up and dances to and celebrates, the throwing your cap up moment. Parents, we need group shots. As you can see, we are hurting for photos. So we're gonna take some studio pictures. So don't go anywhere after that song. Be patient with us, just chill, go get some free popcorn. There's probably like 5 left, so run, whoever gets there first. And so seniors, just make sure that you stay together so that you can take your group shot with your instructors. Cool? All right, very nice. Okay, well, let me introduce Jonathan Rodriguez. He has something to share.
Thank you, Nicole. Thank you. A little short. Okay. Hi. There we go. Hi, I'm Jonathan Rodriguez, one of the graduating class of 2021 Hive, and I'm here to reintroduce John for his closing remarks. But before I do, this year's graduating Hivelings have received in their goodie bags a blue bee patch, if you want to look at it, if y'all seen it, as a symbol of their badassery, and for making it through the Hive and into the Hall of Ranks of the Hive alumni. So on behalf of the Hive graduating class, I would like to present John Hinojosa with his honorary Hiveling patch in recognition of his swag, leadership, and commitment to epic innovation.
Thanks, Jonathan.
Now, you're an honorary Hiveling, John. Congrats.
All right, man.
We're the same now. It's going to be so much easier for me to take your place, and no one will notice. John.
Thanks, Jonathan. One of the things I did at the beginning is when I said this was going to be my last Hello Goodbye, I said, don't do anything special, don't do anything important, I'm going to be around. And the other piece that's really important is that I am going to be around. You're used to hearing me yell at you for not running in the hall at the old South Alamo. There was never a rule that you're not supposed to run in the hall. It was just sort of something I love to do. So that was important to me. You're not going to hear that in the news space, but you are going to see me. I'm moving towards the finish of the full facility and campus, and then doing some placemaking. So I'm going to work in partnership with the board and with the staff and everything else. You're just not going to see me on a daily basis. So thank you, Jonathan. Thank you, the Hive and Moss and Alas and VA. You guys are so important. We're going to grow and expand. We're going to have new recruitment. It's going to be an exciting, different kind of change on South Alamo, on Brazos and 78207, and I'm excited about what that means. I do have some closing remarks. And the other piece that's really important is what you'll see on the sign is it says, do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. This was something that was really important because it's really who you guys are. The goal is that you are leaders. You're part of this committed, passionate work, and the goal again is that you are going to blaze trails that nobody has done before. There's another word that's sort of a traditional collegiate word or motto. It's called e pluribus unum. And then it really what means is from many one. And that's the other thing that's important about leaving a trail, because if it wasn't for your class, the people that love you, your family members, the teaching artists, the staff, you wouldn't be where you are. And so that's the other piece, is that sort of connectivity and collectivity that's really, really important. One of the things that I love about this work is that we give young people a voice and leadership, and that's obviously apparent when we hear all of the amazing colleges and universities that you're going to, and all of the scholarships and awards that you've won. We started Hello Goodbye because we knew that it was going to be a rite of passage. It needed to be a transition for our students, and like I said, in essence, a graduation. So tonight, you got a piece of paper that said you achieved something, your name was called out, and then you received a gift, and more importantly, as I said, you have a pin. What does that mean? It means a lot, but sometimes it means something much, much more. At SAC, I hope that it means that you've grown as a person and as an artist, you've learned new skills that will carry you further, you've built relationships that will last your entire life. You've discovered someone, like your peers and instructors, who truly care about you and that you can call on whenever you need support. So the program is always much more than a building, materials, and equipment. Actually, those were things that were missing these last 15 months in your life. It's about relationships. It's about honor. It's about success and failures. It's about laughs, lots of laughs, and sometimes it's about tears and frustration. But most of all, it's about family. And now you have and you always will belong to the SAC community. So you take that forward with you. We expect and need you to come back, mentor, share your stories, be part of this. The thing about SAC is that we're going to be going on forever. And that's what's really exciting about this. The fact that we have a co-executive director that is an alumni, we have a board president who was one of the first graduating class. We want you to come and replace us, seriously, because you have the skill sets and the ability, and we need that from you. Sorry, not anytime soon, not anytime soon. Not anytime soon. You will share in our crazy frustrations with you all as the, the thing that I love about alumni, and I love, Ashley's an alumni, and the thing again is she gets it because she was in your shoes, but she also knows what you're trying to get away with, right? That's the other piece, is that we know what you're trying to do. That's the other piece of being part of the SAC family. So I want to thank you guys for coming. Normally I would say don't forget your containers and utensils because it was a potluck, but we're not doing that this year. But more importantly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask the staff and seniors to come up to the front of the stage. Come up, staff and seniors. I'm going to ask all of our parents, boom, hold on. I'm going to ask all of our parents, board members, and folks in the audience to please stand. We want to give you guys some applause for all of your commitment, work, and love. I want to thank you all for being part of the SAC community. And now, as in the close of our Hello Goodbyes, it is time to dance. Don't be afraid.
Maggie's like, I'm gonna go around. Oh, because of